your HIV in a different way? Ask your doctor about every other month Cabenuva.
Every other month, and I'm good to go.
Boom! I got hit by a car.
Boom! Just like that, I was hurt in a car accident.
A car accident can hit you out of nowhere. But when you call us, boom! Just like that, we can help you get your life back on track.
The Law Brothers went above and beyond and settled my case for $250,000.
Over $930,000 for my case. Boom, baby!
Call us. We're the Law Brothers.
Call 310-777-7777 or visit lawbrothers.com.
Now at 4, a Mother's Day tragedy. A woman and 2 children killed and 7 others injured in a violent crash in Riverside County. Good afternoon. This is the KTLA 5 News at 4. I'm Pedro Rivera.
And I'm Samantha Cortese. The crash happened Sunday morning as a family of 9 from Anaheim was driving in an SUV on the 10 northeast of Palm Springs.
KTLA Shelby Nelson is live in Loma Linda with more on the crash and spoke with a witness who stopped to help. Shelby.
Yes, Sam and Pedro, this is really just as tragic as it gets. We did speak to a bystander who saw everything after the aftermath of that crash. But also, we do know that there are 2 kids being treated inside the pediatrics unit here at Loma Linda Medical Center, and we're told both of them are in serious condition.
Sad. I have a 13-year-old, an 11-year-old girl, and a 4-year-old son in the car with me. I can't even fathom, what I would be doing in that situation.
It's something Banning resident Juan Coronel and his wife Ruth saw firsthand, the aftermath of this deadly crash along eastbound lanes of Interstate 10 toward Palm Springs. It happened just before 7:30 Mother's Day morning west of Hagen Lehman Way in Whitewater. Juan, Ruth, and their 3 kids were headed to church in the desert when suddenly traffic started to slow down.
I saw people kind of trying to clear debris, and as I was able to go around, that's when I unfortunately saw the first child on the ground, and as we went around the SUV, we then saw the other child on the ground.
Juan says paramedics had not yet arrived. His wife, who was an ICU nurse, didn't want to go on camera, but it didn't take much thinking to know she had to do something.
She's like, there's no paramedics, there's nobody here yet, and she's like, pull over, and she just ran off.
Running off to help an injured 11-year-old girl. She also helped an injured teenage boy and younger girl. Officials with CHP say a Tesla and an older model Chevy Suburban collided, causing the Chevy to crash into the center divider and overturn.
In the red Suburban, there were 9 people in an 8-passenger Suburban.
6 people inside the Suburban were ejected. 3 of the passengers died, including an 8-year-old and 12-year-old girl, and 31-year-old Cecilia Villalobos of Anaheim. 4 passengers suffered major injuries.
And a 7-year-old boy and an 11-year-old girl were both airlifted from the scene yesterday. CHP says they are investigating the cause of that crash. They say right now the drivers of both vehicles are giving them conflicting reports. Now, coming up a little bit later on at 5, we did speak to yet another doctor, a medical expert. He's a dermatologist, had been in that area at the time, got out to help one of the younger boys, and he says the cars just kept driving by them, and you'll hear more from him later on in the coming hour. Reporting live in Loma Linda, I'm Shelby Nelson, KTLA 5 News.
Shelby, thank you. Local community groups are calling on lawmakers to crack down on speeding, especially around schools. Dangerous driving is a growing problem in California, with the number of traffic fatalities 25% higher.
I lost my daughter Valentina to a street racing crash back in December 7, 2013. I since then been advocating for safer streets as well. Never, ever, ever in a million years that I ever thought I would lose my daughter at 16 years old from the boy that was racing with her in the car in the back seat.
Last year in California, more than 18,000 people were seriously injured or killed in traffic accidents. Sam, that's why you're seeing places like the 6th Street Bridge adding those speed bumps and adding different things to hopefully stop this kind of accident.